really think Newbee is the kryptonite of LFY. I think that's kind of the thing that we have to decide after this game. There was game 1 of the grand finals with the Chinese qualifiers for the ROG DreamLeague Season 8. And it wasn't the most exciting match for that, I am sorry.
Hey!
We had a little bit of trash talk going on, although we don't know what that was said, so that happened. And it was Newbee that was victorious. And it just seemed like LFY just couldn't really get their feet off the ground, Will.
Yeah, I mean, the laning matchups were kind of whatever. On top of that, I felt like the early game was kind of okay, but it just felt like for whatever reason, they just weren't outputting enough damage. Like, sure, you've got some silence, you've got some control, but the Necro was kind of underwhelming in a lot of regards. And I really thought it was going to be... I thought if there was any shot that LFI... I was the one that advocated 80-20 Newbee.
Yes, yes.
But I thought if there was any game that they were going to win...
It would be this one.
It would be this one, but I feel like the SF pick was a little bit out there.
Didn't do that much.
Nah, I wasn't feeling that either. Their draft looked really good. The silencer against the Phoenix, and then they needed one strong person. But, I mean, maybe they were thinking that this is how we beat the Phoenix egg with the Shadow Fiend right clicks, but it just was horrifically bad. So, it's okay. Gotta get one nasty under the belt, then come back for game 2. I still have faith in my boys. I still think LFY can do it.
Well, I'm glad you do. I am going to ask you to look at this clip, and it might be a little bit painful for you, Slacks.
That's
but
okay.
I feel like this is part of, you know, good therapy. It's Newbee getting some kills, because that's what they do. That's how it went. And it starts with Inflame.
Wow.
Going high ground. Jumping a Phoenix bird.
This is looking good. Look how beautiful this is. They get the Phoenix. Oh, yeah.
And
taking them
then
down.
there's a use.
God,
in
no.
comes KP.
No, no, don't. Yeah. Phoenix Egg gets off, which is the worst case scenario, is a Ravage into Phoenix Egg, and then everyone else starts piling in. Whew, not too great. Super doing his own, doing approximately 0 damage as, yeah, put him down, buddy. Oh, destruction right there. And they all die at relatively the exact same time. It's just a goddamn massacre from that point. You can't let that Phoenix egg go off, or else everybody's just going to melt. They walk away, 3 dead, miserable times.
And it felt... Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, no. By all means.
I was going to say, because Inflame started out really good.
Yeah.
He had a decent lane. He made tons of space. He, at some point, jumped mid, got a lasso on a Tide, which is always questionable. Couldn't kill him, and then they ended up dying again anyway. It feels like there was a little bit lack of cohesion there.
I mean, I'm not a pro player, so oftentimes, like, when I see drafts, I kind of, like, I have a guess, obviously, but you got to see how they play out. And so that most of what you're going to learn is, like, hindsighty. But, like, when you see that kind of draft, it looks good on paper, but it lacks very heavily in terms of disable.
Yeah.
Like, you got that one single target spell from Batrider, but then the follow-up disable is what? Torrent plus Boat. You have a Yule Scepter that completely negates Kunkka. You have a bunch of silences, which are kind of annoying, but SF doesn't really have any disable. Necro doesn't really have any disable. So the Phoenix had a little bit too much value. And the weird part, too, is back then in the past, it was always like Phoenix is good against SF.
Yes.
Because when you drop your egg in the middle of the fight and you pop your BKB, you don't really want to ult because you're just going to get stunned by the Phoenix. So your first few BKB seconds are just like being utilized hitting the egg. And it's not even guaranteed that you kill the egg. And if you don't kill the egg, then you're an SF in the middle of hitting an egg.
Yeah.
And so it was always kind of like a weird standoff in that regard. Back when Phoenix was like really popular.
All these team fights. I mean, yeah, LFY just couldn't find that. They couldn't force a fight, and Newbee just could walk down mid and basically force LFY back with the threat of a team fight every time they tried. So, unfortunate game for LFY, but it's a best of 3, so they have a chance to come back. And according to Slacks, they're gonna do it.
Hear me out here.
All right, let's do it.
What's harder to fix? A drafting error or a gameplay error? All right? I feel like LFY's draft a little shaky on that one. I feel like they can outplay Newbee in the next game.
I think they've lost confidence, like a lot of it.
Against Newbee, for sure.
mean,
Against Newbee, like you go out like this repeatedly, you lose that many games in a row against a team. You're about to potentially go 0-4 in one day.
Yep.
It's pretty rough. I mean, on top of that, it's like you're in the 4th position in a row now, where you made it to the finals, and potentially you're not going anywhere with it again. It's like a lot of build-up, And it's like, sure, you can say, well, guys, at least we're getting to the finals, but second best means nothing in the context of competitive gamers because they want to be first.
You need to be first, otherwise
Yeah.
you don't qualify.
You're not even qualifying for the event, so you're like a footnote in Newbee's journey.
Yeah. Everybody that's going to talk about Newbee at next event, like, Newbee made it to this this event, and, you know, they beat LFY in the finals, and they made it here. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's like,
That's it. That's the footnote.
congrats.
That's not where you wanna be.
You were a step below even getting to the thing that mattered.
A stepping stone.
Now, sure, that's what we're saying, but that's not what's going to happen.
Okay.
This is the time to get mad, all right? It's very rare that these Chinese teams lose composure, but it's time to lose that composure. Get angry, you know? Go out there with your pocket picks. Just get crazy on them, huh?
I feel like you need to be in LFY's room and give them a speech or something.
Well, somebody do.
They would look at you like you were insane.
Because they don't understand what he says, or
That and because he's...
Maybe I go over to one of their ears and whisper and be like, if you lose this
China.
game, I'm going to kill you. You know? They might believe it.
But yeah,
That could work.
And then you get arrested in China.
I've heard nothing but good things about Chinese jail.
China.
All right. Anyway.
Okay, so you know they obviously they can do it. We know they can. It's just you just think they might have a confidence issue for this next game, but at the same time, let's imagine someone like Slacks, or at least is giving them a very definite speech that they can still come back. What's got to change? What's got to happen?
I don't know. You got to be so mentally strong right now. Think about it like this. Okay, so the first time they fail, they might be like, okay, whatever, guys, we didn't make it. Then the second time, they're like, guys, we didn't make it last time, but like really, fire burns deep. Like, pull ourselves together. This is the run. Then the third time it doesn't happen, they're like, guys, I know what we said in the past, but like, really, let's pull ourselves together. Like, this is the one. We can't lose this. Then what do you say like the fourth time you're in this position?
You say, we don't do it, all right? The world thinks we can, and we can. We screwed up with that Shadow Fiend pick. We're going to be fine. Let's stick to our guns, pick what we're good at, and give it our all. Let's go, LFY. Yeah!
I like your optimism, and I really hope that LFY have that as well, because they kind of need to. Now, one thing that Fogged actually said earlier today was that LFY likes to pick these vision heroes. You know, we saw them having Bat Rider, that's fine, but Fogged said specifically they like to have 2 vision heroes. And they only had the 1.
True.
Maybe, just maybe, they just need 2, and then they're going to win this.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. That's the solution.
That easy?
Yes, that easy.
They're like, guys, hold up a sec. We've only been picking 1 vision hero.
No,
but
yeah,
just
but
hear me out.
it's 2.
We pick 2. We double our chances of winning.
I mean, I'm not sure, because we've seen Afu on the Kunkka,
Yeah.
or just now. We've seen him on the Night Stalker a lot more. I don't know. Kunkka is not. He tried a lot to make a lot of space earlier, but I feel like Night Stalker is more of his hero than a Kunkka is. Or would you like to see him play Earth Spirit? We have not seen him play Earth Spirits, have we? Or not today.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I think we did.
His Night Stalker at TI.
Yeah.
Ooh, that man is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Very scary guy.
Maybe
do
they
it.
can make the difference.
Hell yeah, quit picking freaking Kunkka. Hero is going in the Garbo tier.
You should go to the Chinese pros and say, these are the list of pre-approved and disavowed heroes.
Yeah.
You say, you can't pick, what is it? PL, Marana, Windranger. Who else is in the Garbo tier? Kunkka.
Yep.
Any others?
Kunkka?
Trying to help. I mean, what can I say? Just trying to help,
Did you
boys.
break that thing?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Don't ask any questions about it. It's certainly not broken.
Why does it have a battery? What does it do?
These are questions that do not pertain to the situation.
What happens when there's a...
It's
it should happen something?
No,
What?
no, you know, it makes the lights go off, Shiver. Don't think about it too much.
Alright, never mind. You know what is happening at the moment?
What's that, Chiefs?
And the draft
Yeah!
at the moment.
LFY!
We are very soon ready for the war room. And then we can find out what LFY is going to do to try and turn the tide, because that is what they're going to try to do.
Turn the tide.
Turn the tide!
Hey!
I got it.
Hey!
Yeah, good one.
I didn't even mean to do
Look,
that.
our heroes are fixed.
Hey!
Ancient apparition.
Don't break it. He only just glued it.
It's. I checked. I touched it to make.
Touch the glue.
Touch the glue. You do that.
But it's not picked. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
But I think they might draft it this game. I don't think they're gonna do anything like that. Be so risky. So we've got Puck Veno bands.
Lich Night Stalker ban.
Yep. These are all on my side, right? You've got one of them. Get your Veno over there.
Venom?
Oh,
Shaker.
I heard an Earth Shaker. That's
Good
stable.
start. Very
Good start.
powerful hero.
Shaker.
Very strong. Doesn't reveal much. Clockwork. Hard counter to Earthshaker. Not a big deal.
Clockwork. Were these the guys that did Clockwork Cottle earlier on?
Yep.
They were.
Not a big deal at all.
I might do it again.
And they did it against LFY.
Yes, they did.
I might do it again
You've
then.
been here before.
Did we grab the Shaker? Oh, that's me.
You got the Shaker, yes. She got.
Skew up.
Now, Blitz, if they knew they were going to pick Shaker, why didn't they go for a clock band?
And they did
Clock
the same
Cottle
thing.
again.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, no.
Back rider.
Oh, no. They're picking the same thing. Oh, no, no.
It's different with Shaker, though. The bat.
Is it?
But they got Clockwork. Clockwork's good
Yeah,
against
it's-
Shaker.
What did they have last time? Was
No,
it
they
MS?
had Earthshaker
No,
bat.
They had Earthshaker bat last time too. I thought.
Yep, and
Wait,
versus
really?
the clock and a
Versus
Venom.
Oh, God, you're
Yep.
right.
No, no, no.
LFY, this was the game where they also had the Dazzle and the Pugna.
Oh, in the
Sweet
early
summer
game.
child. LFY.
And the Phantom Lancer as well.
Sweet summer child.
Anti-mage.
Whippy.
Winter comes.
Is that a Lifestealer ban? Yeah. So that's a change, though. They banned the Lifestealer this time. They'll probably ban, what, Lifestealer Jug? Or Lifestealer Weaver.
I was going to say, Newbee might just pick Weaver,
Yeah.
aren't they? Against
They're
the
going to
bat.
have to gauge which ones they think is
Weaver's still pretty good here.
more awful for the matchup. Or in the, what's worse in the actual game, in the grand scheme of things, I think. is the
Faceless
more
Void
important
ban.
thing. Don't worry, I got it all, Owen.
Well.
Got this.
I would really like to see a Venomancer from Newbee.
You can't, he's banned.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
banned on the side of
first
LFY. Yeah.
We've
Man,
banned
that would have
him.
been so good. They're against a bat and an Earthshaker.
Yeah.
And AM. Dream scenario.
Well, that's just a testament to how smart LFY is to
They
ban
ban
that
it before
hero.
they see them.
before they see them.
Yeah. Just
They banned
a
the Weaver,
testament.
yeah. So the Jug is not really the concern. Weaver's the better matchup
Yeah.
in the game, in like the overall game,
Yeah,
not just about the lanes.
Moogie plays a pretty solid Weaver.
Yep.
All right. So how are they gonna fix something that
I'm moving.
they tried earlier today and they lost with it? What could
Were
they
there
be?
other heroes?
They had a Dazzle, a PL, and a Pugna.
All right, well, I already know the answer to that one.
Don't pick Dazzle,
Don't
PL, and the
pick.
Pugna.
Those three.
Thank you.
These are strong openers. This is why we see them automatically picked, and then we always go into reserve time for the third pick. This is when the real game comes, and this is gonna be.
Oh.
Nyx Assassin last time was banned, so
Super good against the bat. I mean, it's alright against the Shaker as well. This is a strong pick.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's considered one of the hardest counters.
Oh no.
But it does show that what KP will be playing the clock, and it's going to be rather than the support clock.
10 seconds remaining.
I think it'll depend on what the offlane
We'll see.
matchup is.
Oh, actually, it could be the KP next, couldn't it? Wait.
Oh no, LFY,
Oh, they
don't.
picked a Marana.
Don't, guys. Guys, don't.
Newbee won with the Marana yesterday.
No, that was Newbee.
So you're kind of admitting that LFY might
hey,
be... the
LFY won with the Marana today.
Yeah,
Oh,
They did.
whoopsie.
Monet crushed it on that hero.
All right.
he did.
They also had a
5 seconds.
DK
remaining.
and a Tidehunter that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's still room for those two heroes in this draft.
Well, there's room for DK.
They're so scared to pick the DK versus team.
Well, I mean, come on. These guys know the DK, dude.
But it's still like they're one of their best. I mean, now they can't really pick the Death... Well, you don't want to pick the Death Prophet versus Nyx.
Why is that?
Because you're an indie hero.
Oh.
Yeah, wait, why wouldn't they? Surely they'll pick they'll pick the DK.
I think so this game. I think they
Yeah.
should.
Surely, it's like the game that you're going home on. You pick the best hero for your player. The DK.
You gotta try. You gotta believe.
Well, Newbee, really gonna give us our first real insight into their playstyle here, coming up. Oh, the things will gleam in less than a minute and 10 seconds. Any predicos?
Might they pick? I guess. I mean, could they do Pugna themselves for like the double blast with the Cottle? There's a lot of magical, and I guess Decrep's not that good this game.
I'd like to see a Slark
Larky malarkey.
for the first time in 10 years.
Well, no, he got picked up earlier this week by EU teams.
And he lost.
Yeah, it wasn't that great, but you know, it happened.
Empire played him.
If you're wondering what happened with Newbee when they opened with the clock and the cuddle earlier today, it was Life Zero, Axe, and Ember. Obviously, Life Zero already removed.
Definitely feel like the axe was just because of the dazzle.
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah,
get that one again. Oh, hey! We have a chance. Ladies and gentlemen, a Marana or a Peel is going to win this game. A miracle has happened.
We have seen both
I
happen
don't know.
before, I
Actually,
think.
this one
Nope, no Peels. I've been
Have we not
keeping
seen
track.
PL win?
Peels
Yeah.
never
It's
in
won.
the elf.
PL is good against Bat, though. But
10
it's
seconds
weird against
remaining.
Earthshaker.
Yeah.
Indeed.
5 seconds remaining.
PL draft, huh? What are some good heroes against the Lancer? Well, you got Earthshaker. He's already okay.
They've already got pretty decent ones. They had the Marana versus it last time, too. I think they picked the DK.
There's
Yeah, you
DK.
just 100%.
Yeah.
That's going to be the
I think they
DK
have to do
every
it.
time.
All right, so what are we lacking on these lineups? We see a lot less team fight compared to previous game, that's for sure.
There's a lot of stun on the side of LFY.
Yep.
They got good
10
damage,
seconds
good tower hit.
remaining. 5 seconds
If they got
remaining.
good tower hit, good damage.
I mean, couldn't LFY just go full in and just pick like a Shaman as their last?
Hell yeah.
Shadow Shaman.
Get the push going. They don't really want to go late against this PL anyway, do they?
I don't
I mean,
know.
don't they just pick AA last, right?
Well,
They have,
AA
like
is
the
still
same
there,
the
yeah.
same draft they had last time.
It's true.
Disruptor's good.
Disruptor's good too.
AA.
LFY
AA, Shaman or Disruptor.
turn to
There's the
ban.
Disruptor ban. You're bang on.
Ban.
Newbie, agree with you. Take it out.
Dang. That makes me sad.
Disruptor? We're doing pretty
Well-
good this match, yeah.
I like seeing Disruptor games.
All right, guys.
10 seconds remaining.
I'm saying AA for LFY. I really like it. They get synergized well with all their heroes.
5 seconds remaining.
They already have enough stuns, I guess.
LFY banned Storm.
Storm or...
Ember's banned, right?
Ember
No, Ember's
is
still
in
there,
the pool.
so-
It's
It's
like still there.
Ember games 16 in a row for SCC.
I was going to... He just picks it every time, so yeah, if they don't want to go against it, they probably should ban it.
I'm down to see one of the spirits.
Yeah.
Spirit Bros coming out here.
I think Storm's scarier, right?
With all these disables, though?
It's not really like
pretty scary.
it's
too.
it's Bat Rider's probably the most annoying. Because you have to imagine like Earthshaker's just good against everyone.
Yeah.
There's no one like. You heard
Well,
like Doom.
he's not
right?
that great against Clockwork.
That's true.
That's true, but I just mean in terms of like most cores. ES has like instant jump with Echo.
Yeah. I've seen, as far as I've seen, it's like Super does incredibly well versus the Ember Spirits in every single time. Like every
Yeah,
single
Yeah,
time.
really
he's,
he's
does.
won like
he's
all the...
even or winning.
He's done that match, I think, what, twice today?
Yeah.
They won both.
I was surprised at that. It was dominant too.
Turn to
Yeah, they take the
There
AA.
they-
I think it had to be.
And
I
they
think it was-
ban out the Bloodseed.
I think the plan should have been Disruptor and then AA is the second tier, and then I don't. It's probably not even worth speculating what option 3 is.
Yeah, I think this is fine. I like it. I like what Alpha's got going here. Let's see how
10
Newbee
seconds
responds to the
remaining.
AA though. There's not a crazy amount of physical right now for
5
LFY is the one thing. Like
seconds
DK Marana are decent, but they take time to get that physical aspect going. But they do have, I mean, they hit all the notches. They've got catch, they've got disable, they've got building hitters.
I said one of the spirits, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you did.
One of 2.
It'll be
Again.
Ember again.
Yep, Ember.
The same matchup we've seen. We'll see if SCCC's
he-
Ember's going to be good enough to get on top of the
see this-
DK.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
watch the mid lane this game for a while.
Alright, enjoy, guys. Oh. Will has to go first.
Okay.
Newbee. I said in the beginning they were gonna stomp the series. I'm gonna hold to it.
There's never been a PO win, and I'm sticking to it. That hero sucks. I don't care how good Newbee is. Let's go LFY. Come with me, brothers.
Alright, that's very, defined. I'll go for Newbie as well.
Oh.
I think I agree with Blitz's previous game. I thought they had it and they just let me down. Hope Newbie doesn't let me down.
Yeah.
Let me jump ships, because that's what we do. That's what we're allowed to do. Let's find out if indeed LFY is going to get eliminated right now, or if they have a shot again in the third game. If they win this one, they have to win another. It's over to ODPixel and Fogged.
LFY. Woo!
Thank you very much, and indeed, game 2 now, LFY versus Newbee. And yeah, as we've been saying, this matchup that's going to be very interesting to watch.
Yeah.
DK versus Ember. We've seen it already, and Super comes out on top. This time, it's the SCCC Ember.
Who's
so
a beast.
It could be a bit of a different story. He himself has had a few warm-up games today on the Ember Spirit, so let's see how it goes and get ourselves into the action.
So Flax went LFY right now. I heard Will go for Newbee.
The Humao Wang.
I don't know. I don't know. I really like what LFY's got here, but
Bottom is
Kato is
missing.
very good at stalling the game. And they have an Ember PL, these very hard to catch heroes. I don't know. I still really like what LFY's got going here. We'll see what happens, though. I think that the Kato can stall on the Ember and PL can get pretty out of control, but yeah, PL's been struggling a lot versus these heroes, and they're both going to build similar to what we saw last time. You know, we were talking about, you know, you look at Newbee's lineup, and it's very magical again. We're probably going to see similar early BKBs into Maelstroms. If they're able to get that online, it's going to be decent for them, but let's see how KP does as this
chilling
clock.
touch. Run away, boy.
Oh, the cog actually hits my man. He was trying to throw the arrow as he got hit by the cog.
30 seconds.
So we should see some dual lanes coming out, and it's Faith playing the Coddle this time around, not Kaka. Kaka is usually the one who plays it on this team. I know Faith has played it several times as well.
It was it Kaka Cottle earlier that got like that ridiculous timing on the Aghanims? Yeah, that was that game, wasn't it? Yeah.
Faith was playing Clockwork, who also got ridiculous timing on that. Mugi, they know he has Lance. They're stacking up, getting the sticky stacked up. They're just putting a lot of harassment onto him.
A decent amount.
And they should be able to claim themselves the rune here. And Kaka skilled Mana Burn, so there is no stun.
Oh! Nah, yeah, doesn't get it. LFY will be able to take it.
Still 2 for 2. KP and Faith, the Coddle Clockwork combo, pretty potent at pressuring bottom lane. And they know that the Coddle, or they know that Mirana has arrow from the way you saw the animation happening.
So I mean, which lane do you think is sort of the most one-sided? Where's the toughest time going to be with these sort of dual lanes from both teams coming out?
They're pretty. I mean, they're pretty okay, to be honest. Like across the board. I'm just gonna. I wanted to keep looking at that mid match for the most part because we've seen Super do so well versus every Ember Spirit. I wanted to see if he's gonna be able to do the same thing for SCCC. But top lane PL is pretty good versus the Bat Rider, and they have at least the Mana Burn. But you know, there's a Shaker coming in once they get some levels out on that Bat, and they actually get a beautiful Fissure coming out from Alpha right away.
Get a few stacks in Napalm on.
Yeah, just some nice harassment. Bottom. You know, bottom is an annoying lane because they have that huge spam from the Illuminate, but it's 2 ranged heroes versus the Clockwork, so KP's going to get heavily harassed in that one.
Yeah, and as we saw earlier, chilling touch between the two of them can do quite the work against KP. Or Illuminate pushing this way forward.
I'm just, like I said, I'm going to be looking at mid a lot, but...
Yeah, what are we seeing so far? I mean, already I'm seeing it's double CS for Super. What's going on?
Doing really well. It's the waves. The waves are still there for SCCC to farm, but he used 1 Breathe Fire and got 3 CS with one of them, so that was pretty good to see.
I like that again. Yeah, sets it up, gets a couple straight up.
He's doing a really good job instantly when Flame Guard gets popped. Or instantly when Breathe Fire gets popped, SCCC does use the Flame Guard to try to put some pressure, but yeah, already Super. Doing what he does. Bottom, Newbee is really emphasizing on making sure that KP does get a good game, though. You see they block the pull camp, and they even get a hard camp pull here, which Monet is actually able to farm. But they're going to make sure that AA is underleveled in this game and just has to play directly in the lane. They're scouting runes. Super already with the bottle finished up, has an Arcane rune. Gonna be really nice for him to just spam out that Breathe Fire. Hafu stalking Kaka, but Kaka getting his bounty rune. Getting both of them, actually.
See, I mean, how do you think, if you're playing against Super DK, like, you know what this guy can do, but how do you sort of counter that? Do you send heroes to gank him early on, or do you just have to accept that he's always going to have this sort of solid laning stage?
They don't really have the heroes to gank him, right? Like, Nyx is gonna walk in and do nothing. He doesn't really do too much damage to him, and there's so much mana, there's so much HP regen coming out from the Dragon Blood. It's like, it's just way too difficult to gank that hero.
Quick pause there.
Yep, seems like they got that big hiccup of lag.
Keep getting some good bounce between these guys there.
Yeah.
How Mian is dropped.
They're buddies.
And yeah, they've got quite a history. At least they're creating quite some of these matchups that they find themselves in time and time again in very important positions. But yeah, so far track record's been pretty damn good for Newbee. Looking at this bottom lane, we've got 12 CS on Monet. Yeah, a little further behind that of the PL over on Newbee, so looks like this KP Faith combo has been able to put at least a little bit of pressure onto the safe lane Mirana to the point where she is falling a little bit behind.
Yeah, they got like that one side pull that denied a couple creeps, and Monet wasn't able to get everything. Top lane Afu getting a lot of pressure on him, but now they've got the Fissure, they've got the Bat Rider coming in too, and they know Kaka does not have Carapace. He's only level 2. They've seen the stun, they've seen the mana burn. They're going for the dive, and they should be able to do it if they want to dive under the tower. They are, but the stun comes out.
He gets it out with his dying breath, and that will
trade.
secure the trade for Mugi. And it was the first blood, so I guess it is worth it for him playing. But yeah, the fact that Mugi picks up something as well makes it a little sweet for Newbee in return. And still this mid lane, super keeping well with this wave in mind, pretty much neck and neck with the farm of SCCC's Ember.
Yeah, Kaka, while after he dies, he TP's mid, fills up SCCC's bottle, so that'll be nice for him, even though Super has been doing a really good job of getting those runes. This time he went bottom to try to get the rune, but Faith actually found the DD for himself on the old man Coddle. And he's left KP alone now. So KP able to get some solo experience, but very low on the regen department, as we were mentioning. He's going to eat a ton of harassment bottom. Yeah. Still farming well, though. 18 and 4 on the clock.
Yeah, not bad at all. Yeah, thanks to that Cottle's early bit of a hand in. Yeah, give him pretty much on par with Monet. Monet has got control of this side pull, though, so get a little bit out of that.
And now they're kind of ditching the top lane. And Flame just goes up there to eat the creep wave, or see the creep wave whenever it's like pushing in. But other than that, he's just jungling on the bat. He's not getting stacks up for himself. We're probably going to see the Afu moving around the map a bit more now. He TP's mid. He fills Super's bottle. Look at these players just filling each other's bottles. How lovely.
Faye coming in as well, just to apply a bit of D push. Super with that Elder Dragon form. More than keen to try and get a bit of pressure onto that tier 1 if he can get the wave pushed out. But yeah. And look at this as well behind him. LFY ready to fight with Super. DDC and Afu. A Fissure could set something up. It's still level 5 on STCC.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna go down here for sure.
Very, very
beautiful
nice gank.
Timing. Look at
that.
his
Oh, look at his look at that experience. Can we hover over? How many XP was he away?
Ember, you can't see it anymore.
Oh, you can't see it anymore. GG Valve. My goodness, he must have been. Looks like less than 10.
That looks like 5 to me.
That looks like a 5 XP short. Yeah, I'd agree on that.
There's a little slit, so you know.
Oh,
that's like literally perfect by LFY on that movement there.
Yeah, now he's got the 6. It'll be harder to do that again. I mean, to be fair, even with that amount of change stun, he would have had to preemptively Remnant because, you know, getting him into the cold feet prot, very hard and a long duration of lockdown.
Yeah, if they do it perfect, they still should be able to, but...
Top lane.
Top lane, they're going for the dive here. Kaka rotating in, invis. There's a shrine up. Is he going to get it before it? No, he's too tanked.
Oh, yeah.
He's still at 260 and he has a range drop, so he was fine.
Much too risky for him to go for.
Faith now taking the mid lane while SCCC jungles. Maximize.
Now we'll see if Faith can make us good progress, as we saw Kaka do earlier on the Keep of the Light. Of course, SCCC working on magic build, as we're seeing most Embers recently go back to.
Yep.
Definitely the way to do it if you can get those early item timings, especially against heroes like the Dragon Knight with the high armor. If you're able to still blow him up with the magical nukes before he gets too tanky.
Monet's not farming that great bottom though, as you were mentioning. You know, the PO is a good chunk ahead in the net worth, getting that return kill, and Monet has not gotten a kill or anything. He's just farming. And they were splitting a lot of dual lane experience with DDC. That's what the pull block that Newbee did was really detrimental toward LFY. AA wants to get 6 early, but you can't really. And now KP does have 6. He's got the phase boots. He sees an AA. He's got a glance of the AA farming mid, and that's a freebie if he sees him again.
If DDC pokes his head out once more. Super is coming back to the mid lane. He made the long walk up top. Maybe Singer could find something. They're leading on to STCC, but they don't get the cold feet down in time, so he will be fine with the Remnant out. Yeah, as you say, KP really wanting to find something. DDC is showing there as he starts to attack the creeps, but KP's already left. He doesn't really want to dive in whilst there's that big old dragon around. It's a little too spooky, and Not worth it for an AA kill if he gives his life up to Super.
DD on Super.
Yeah.
This will be pretty nice if they can find an engagement with it. But
Dire's middle tower
both teams,
is under attack.
of course, it's very early. Farming game for a while. Clockwork still kind of try to look for kills anytime that he can inside of the jungle. The thing about Clockwork versus Mirana is it's still a bit scary. Like if you're able to just walk down the Mirana and you get her inside the cogs and you save the hook, then you can follow up after the leap. Kaka getting put mid. All the Ember jungles now, so they get levels on the Nyx Assassin. Desperately needs them, only level 4. Getting ideally, what you want is you want the 2 points in the Carapace at least, versus that Bat Rider, so that you can turn and you get the stun follow-up. Because a single point it's very hard to follow up on a 0.6 second stun. 1.2 though is much more reasonable. But yeah, look at this, Super again. 71 CS at 9 minutes to the 53 on the Ember, and some of those are neutral creeps on that Ember too. He's a killer.
I mean, could it be, sort of seeing what Newbee being sort of the kryptonite for LFY, but could the LFY Super Dragon Knight
He's gonna have
be
a
what it
blink
takes
dagger.
to bring him above it?
He's 500 short of the blink already.
9.5 minutes in.
That's
pretty good.
That's the ideal catch that they get going too, because if DDC is like level 6, which he will be getting pretty soon on the Ancient Apparition, that's the catch that they need in order to get like the Phantom Lance. They blink stun him with a DK, and yeah, he'll die to the combo from the Breathe Fire and the Ice Vortex quite easily. You do see a smoke. They're actually bringing the safe laner. They want to be able to claim that mid tower early. They have Dragon Knight, so they want to. And Super deviates from the Blink Dagger, going for more of a 5-man eccentric build. He buys the full drum.
All right, okay.
He did this at TI majority of the games. He was just buying drum.
Here we go, straight up Fisher arrow. Every single stun thrown into the face of Kaka. He's gone. Super wanting to make use of this DD. DD out of Dragon form should be a relatively easy tier 1 tower. We'll see how Newbee want to try and hold. I mean, they're pushing the waves back out, but then LFY have got this incredible amount of push with this Dragon Knight. So Newbee do really want to try and put a stop to it, though. They don't want Super to get these quick towers.
The power of the Coddle versus DK. DK pops ulti, you just go to the lane wherever the DK is, and you sit back and throw your illuminates. But once the Bat Rider gets blinked, that'll change up.
Haste rune on SDCC. DDC, is going to tick out, but SDCC, he committed all the remnants. He does still have the haste rune, but he's taking a lot of damage. They're looking to chase him down. Can he get out of there? He's getting the TP back into his inventory. I think this man may just be a dead man. That was not worth there. He commits all those remnants for that AA kill. Can't get himself out. That's a dead Ember.
During that as well, Afu did die near that Roche Pit. He pings himself as well. Thank you for showing us where he's died. Getting that 2-on-2 skill build on the Shaker as well. Kaka now given level 6. Got Arcane Boots.
Yeah, that's nice. He's got something now.
That's all he needs for a while too, so he'll probably become the person who buys the wards on the Dire team until Faith finishes up that Aghanims.
KP. So the hook shot at the ready. Time to hunt down bottom.
Unable to find a use of it just yet.
Yet to, indeed, find anything that you can jump onto. There are a few hard targets. This Shaker and the AA obviously being the dreams to find. As of yet, not getting those opportunities.
It's going to be the Shadow Blade instead on the Dragon Knight. I think that might be because I think Monet might be like, I'm not farming the best. I think maybe like they're communicating. He's like, I'm not farming the best. We need you to transition a little bit more. We don't want you to have the blink. We already have the Bat Rider that's going to be getting the blink.
Yeah,
so.
Shadow Blade's nice as well as it for that. Just the chance of getting that instant stun, whereas the blink stun can obviously be dodged by both the Ember and the PL.
They get the lasso with the drum charge. They're pulling him back into the arrow, into the Ice Blast. That is a very dead Clockwork. First lasso, very successful. This game, I see the PL, Mugi takes the attack speed. I've been seeing the other Phantom Lancers that we've seen played were taking the Spirit Lance damage, actually.
Faith starting to make good progress on the Ag. Down bottom. About halfway there at the moment. TP's coming on to mid. Super really wanting this tier 1, but each and every time, and Newbee are there, looking to hold it in flame. few pings came out there. Yeah, they've got the ward there. They knew that he came round. Kaka starts to hunt him out. In fact, in Flame, he's looking to play around with Faith. Gets knocked back though by the blinding light. Kaka toying with the idea of setting up this sort of space that Inflame was creating, gave the space for Super to finish off the tower. They do finally claim that tier 1 mid that they're after. Nice, even with Newbee having pretty much the full lineup around. Top lane SCCC has now got that Veil complete.
Newbee takes time. Like we said, their lineup has to stall. They have a PL Ember going for later game, but yeah. So, we've seen this matchup before, the Mirana and the DK building those Maelstroms very good. Maelstrom BKBs versus all this magic damage can be quite strong, and we'll probably see the 4 stabs coming out hopefully pretty early on at least one of their heroes to be able to deal with that clockwork hook shot, be it the Shaker or the AA, but they're quite broke.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And still working for that defusal. Yeah, just incredible. Super DK being as far ahead as he is at 7k net worth.
I like the difference how we see the Keep It Alight played as well. Like this one and the last game where Kaka and Faith are playing it, they go straight for the Aghanim's Rush, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
I watched GH and I watched a bunch of those replays from TI and a bunch of replays from when he played the Coddle earlier in that. He like literally never rushes it. He always gets the 4-step first. And then he goes back for the Aghanimus, and it's usually between like the 24 and 28 minute timing that he gets it. But you know, that's different play styles for different teams.
Yeah, and I guess different regions as well.
Yeah,
again, going back to the whole way that these Chinese games have played out, there's a lot less chaos early on.
Yeah. Oh, they find poor Faith mid the echo.
Well.
With the pace of the game, wants to just get as much gold as possible. Doesn't matter if we expend multiple ultis.
Kaka's got his eyes on Super. Does have backup.
They've got this deep ward again. This very popular ward that I've seen from Newbee every single game they've played, actually.
They really want this.
He's got a Shadow Eminence. Do they have Reveal? They have Dust.
There is backup coming in, but they're going to need a hell of a lot more than just backup, with Super getting blown up there by SCCC, going in with a Remnant Burst. Quickly getting themselves out. There's Moonlight Shadows in Flame. Tries to chase down. We'll see what she can get, but the Spike Carapace holds them back. And in fact, SCCC just straight up turns. Looks towards Monet. Monet trying to get himself out, but the stuns are there. Beaten down by the PL Illusions. Monet's gone as well. Newbee clean up both cores of LFY.
Look at that, where that fight is picked. That is
so deep.
Crazy by Newbee, but such a well-executed play. And all the games I've seen them play, even when they don't like take the mid tower, as soon as they take the safe lane tower, and it's like between that 10 and 20-minute mark, they get this deep ward down, and they get a deep ward behind the enemy tier 1 top, and I feel like they get so much information out of this, just always trying to get the pickoffs. It's really impressive to see, because it actually seems to happen every single game they play.
And look at that now that KP has Hood on the clock. It's going to be quite hard to deal with him on the front lines once he goes in. No longer sort of a hero that you can just knock out the way after he jumps forward.
Yeah, lots of magic from LFY. Early game, until they start getting their items picked up, but you know, Monet is getting pretty close to that Diffusal Blade, and like we said, queues up the BKB next. I'm imagining we'll see the Super do the same thing. He has Silver Shadow Blade finished, and probably gonna go for that BKB as well.
Could be in trouble. He has got a hook shot. Mugi's there with him. There's the lasso, dragging him back. They should have the chain locked down to take him out. Even with the hood, he's not going to survive through this one. Ice Blast flies across. Inflame will take the kill. KP down. And LFY showing the jump potential they now have with that blink on the bat.
900 more gold for Coddle Aghanims.
Mugi gets a freebie. DDC and the River caught out on a warding trip.
Yep.
Going to put Mugi very close to having the boost of travel as well on the PL very early on. Aghanims just 770 gold away for this. Keep it the light top lane. Monet. Oh, he leaps. He's trying to get out past the tower. They don't get the chains grab.
The arrow catches SCCC.
Oh, he's getting knocked back as well. Can they actually kill him? He's still got one remnant. We'll jump back. Inflame popping the drums. 3 stacks on SCCC. In fact, he's going to get taken down. Nice play there from Inflame to continue with the chase. They'll turn towards more. Kaka caught out with the stun from Super. This time it's LFY claiming 2. The rest of Newbee having to retreat. Yeah, very, very nice arrow. They've started to dive pretty deep there for Monet as he leapt back behind that tier 1. And that cute little turnaround and arrow set up for a very tasty couple of kills for LFY.
I feel like especially without KP there, that's a very hard gank to kind of do, is when you're going that deep.
Shadows take us.
Mirana ult. coming out.
The prize is mine.
Looks like they're going with Afu bottom. They've got Echo Slam. They look like they know something. I think was he not faded entirely when he walked up? Because they started pinging him right away. Or who did they see? They must have seen somebody.
Yeah, they must have.
They knew something was up. I don't know if he solo kills him there anyway, but it's like I guess with the AA blast, it could be a possibility under a big creep wave if it was large enough.
Yeah, you're right. They would have needed that AA. Yeah.
Still would have been pretty close. It's 1200 HP on the PL. With the mess. No, he probably would have gotten him with the AA blast. Okay, cool. But they do catch it, and now Moonlight Shadow is on cooldown for the time being, and Super
How's he doing?
has cooldown on the ultimate for now. But like we said, they're gonna build those BKBs because Newbee's lineup is all magical damage. And he's got an Arcane Rune popped up right now, and it should synergize with his ulti.
He's going to get into it. It's going to be close, actually,
It's going to be close, yeah.
I think it will wear out before, isn't it? Or...
No, it's like, I think it's going to be fine, because I think it's 50 seconds, right? Arcane Rune lasts 50 seconds.
Didn't he get nerfed? No, I think you're...
I'm right, I'm good. He's going to have it up.
He's good.
If he pops it right away, he'll be good. Afu.
Oh, slam.
It actually gets Carapaced.
Yeah, straight up. Kaka was prepared for that one, and that's going to be a dead shaker. You see on the way out.
They've got the Coddle Ags.
This chase here as well. Mugi gets TDC. There'll be another. Two for them there.
They don't want to.
I'm trying to watch that bit. Did Mugi do that sneaky thing there where he gets the free Phantom Rush on the AA?
I didn't get to see.
I'm watching you, Mugi.
So he didn't even use, Super didn't actually use the ulti with the Arcane Rune. There's nowhere to push the tower. But top lane, they actually get the stun. They get the follow-up as well onto Inflame. They have him getting battery assaulted up. But Kaka gonna pay with his life.
It's worth though indeed getting another core down and using the support. You open up the place to push down this tier 1 top. Yoshini. Now is he calling out the PL for being sneaky? Look it up. What does Yoshini mean? We're doing some Google Translate here, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, just...
Oh, the Nidang G-Gout. Put it in.
At that one, apparently they said that one means like your skill level is very high or higher than me.
I want to see what the Yoshini means. I want to see if it's some top tier flame. You are Ni. Okay.
You again. Apparently.
You again. There we go. That sounds right. Bottom lane, straight up. Super being gone on turns with a stun. They get the arrow onto the Nyx Assassin. They will take down Kaka. Can Newbee finish off Super well with the PL illusion surrounding him? He looks to be in a lot of trouble. Ram them forward. They bring down the big old Dragon Knight. Again, Kaka the sacrificial lamb, but Newbee are fine with this trade. A big kill. LFY still sort of hanging around the neighborhood. But they should want to back off. KP doesn't have hookshot. LFY will retreat themselves back out.
3k gold lead for Newbee. That's again the support. I mean, this time it's the Coddle just being really farmed up, but Clockwork is a bit hindered, of course, this time on Newbee. When you see the Bat Rider at 7,000 net worth, Clock's only at 5,800. And the big timings for LFY, as we keep mentioning, is it's those BKBs, because then the fights become super hard for Newbee to actually take whenever those pop up. Blade Mail almost finished up on Clockwork. And it looks like it is going to be the next build. Next item is going to be the Radiance on SCCC, which is all magic damage, but Radiance to stop the blinks is very nice versus the Earthshaker and the Bat Rider mid lane.
Here we go. Straight up combo onto the... Whoa, Echo as well. Don't know if that was necessary, but a bit of BM. Never goes past him. And we'll lose the bat, though. Once again, I mean, Kaka, he keeps dying, but seemingly every time he dies, someone else dies. Bottom lane SCCC was getting called over, but Super's in quick with a stun. Doesn't matter, still had a defensive remnant. He is out of there. KP mid lane has the hook shot available if he sees a chance to go. And there it is. Oh, beautiful reach right across the lane, looking for Afu. Traps him in the cogs. There's no escape for this Shaker. He is gone. And in fact, Mugi may be prepared to fight for more. Super's turned up though with the Outer Dragon form. Does get the stun off. Mugi being brought down low.
The blinding light. They were actually missing every attack there on him. But yeah, that was the first reveal of Afu's Blink Dagger. He just picked it up and they get the Nyx Assassin, but he respawns quickly. And it's nighttime during all this too, so they were trying to pick fights as best as they could. And in about a minute, it's going to be daytime, and that's where Newbee shines, of course, with that Coddle Aghanims.
$2,700 towards the relic on SCCC's Ember.
The one glorious thing, I guess, that LFY also has to think is, like, you know, we keep saying there's not a crazy amount of physical damage on Newbee, which means they can't really go for any type of Roche plays, while on the other way around, LFY if they get like a big fight, they can definitely go in it with their physical damage cores. But they have to get a couple kills though, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. They can't just take it head on at the moment.
Yeah. Kaka, invis up, just looking around, getting some information for his team.
Just at the Ember slightly close, but...
Yeah, throw some harassment. Stun the mana burn.
Money. Still a recipe short on that BKB. Desperate needs, especially with KP having that blade mail. Much bigger of an issue now in these team fights, this clock on the front lines.
Yeah, they just have to not be able to get disabled, but yeah, it's all damage on Newbee is magical. Very close to those BKBs though. Yep, Super's gonna have it done any moment now. He's looking to try to catch the PL. They're pinging out one of them, but don't know if that one's real. Inflame gets mana leaked up.
That was cute. Yeah, the drain into the blinding light backwards, proccing the stun, setting up for KP's easy hook shot. Very nice play there from Faith.
Mana leak.
Yeah.
Absurd spell. And now it's daytime. Instant smoke up. They're looking to do something with it. And it's an arcane rune bottom. Lovely. Do they leave that one for SCCC? They do. And as soon as it gets picked up, though, that will reveal that they are smoked. And I think that LFY has a feeling this is happening
that's the
anyway.
big one, Super.
Yep, they see
SCCC would be
SCCC.
smaller. They're going to go. He's got that movement speed from the Vortex, but straight down. They get the chains connection. Super will put the BKB turnaround with the Ice Blast again. Poor old Kaka. He dies every single fight.
Oh, the Remnant as he blink echoes. Are you kidding me? That was
that
literally
must have
perfect.
been a fraction of a second there that SCCC gets himself out. The rest of the team in a bit of a spot above. They do lose the Keeper of the Light. Mugi does get brought in. See if Newbee want to fight. Now they'll back off. But that dodge there. Woo.
That was so perfect.
That was instant reaction there from SCCC.
Would have definitely been dead if that hit him. The chain stun plus the follow-up would have been there. Even though they had already used their stuns, I believe, from everyone else. The damage.
Hopefully we have to see a slow-mo replay of that, but that was quite something there from it. Here we go. We got it.
Split
Here we
second.
go. Look at this.
Did they catch a glimpse of him?
Oh!
Yeah, that was...
My goodness. That was so close. So, was it... Oh, it's literally the same
Perfect.
frame.
But they catch him top. Oh my god, no. And he inside his shrine.
SCCC.
Oh, the A blast though?
Oh!
Oh, he's fine.
He's fine. This man, he's had some great Ember today, and this game looks to be no exception.
Top lane with the Shadow Blade. That's how they got the stun initially on him.
Newbee on the hunt once more. Kaka, KP, and Faith smoked up, ready to go.
Yeah, they still got 2 more minutes on day.
Let's see what they can get. Mid lane is going to be the focus. KP has the hook shot ready. Bang! Straight into the Ice Boy. DDC is gone. They're able to push back Super. Super, is he there? Oh, he's standing still. Doesn't want to lose his mana now. Pots the BKB. Now he'll just have to try and sneak away. BKB charge being forced out to use defensively.
Inflame.
Oh, that regen rune. It looks so tasty. He may be in trouble. They get the Fisher and the arrow, though, down onto KP. KP starting to walk it off. Bear Hood doesn't really care too much about the magical they're throwing out. SCCC gets the root onto Inflame. Mana leak as well. KP allowed to close the gap. They've got the Moonlight Shadow. He's been chained up though. Fisher comes out from Arfu, does connect onto all 3, but they've already lost Inflame. Now LFY trying to turn. BKB's popped by Monet. Jumps forward with the burst, bringing SCCC down low. He chucks out one Remnant. Will jump away. Ice Blast. Oh, is it going to get him? No, SCCC. It doesn't matter. Gets taken out with the right clicks from Monet. Big kill there to eliminate the Ember Spirit.
Had to use several defusal charges to get it, but more than worth it. And first BKB charge shown. So both BKBs are finished on the scars, and SCCC does finish up the Radiance at a nice timing.
27 minutes in, yeah, to get that as he went down.
Yeah, 3 defusal charges there to get that kill.
Still close, still overall though. Newbee do have that very slight lead. 6K is if they have had bigger leads.
They've got a big experience lead though.
Oh, sure, yeah. Actually, yeah. Coming up to 10K. Yeah, you're right. It's just, is it again sort of just the difference between the supports, I imagine? Just
mostly, yeah.
How much they're actually able to get from the game.
Well, I mean, the Coddle specifically is level 16, which is pretty absurd.
He does not have his BKB available again, and he is gone. Maybe catch him out.
The daytime, just being able to bring their heroes in all the time with recall, they're always able to outnumber. And Mugi, I think that time he abused the thing. He definitely abused the Phantom Rush there.
That's the report.
I saw him use it on a creep, and I saw him run up and Quelling Blade a random tree, so I'm pretty sure he used the Phantom Rush trick right there.
It's a feature. So
it's a feature.
have. Chains onto 2. Hype is now complete for Inflame. Certainly will help out a little bit against Newbee, but overall their lineup getting further and further ahead with each of these kills, especially on the big cores. CCC with the bottle double damage ready for the next engagement.
It is nighttime, so this is where they could try to make some plays happen. They really want to just farm up those Maelstroms to be able to push out waves better and also eventually be able to deal with the PL if he ever gets to the point where he's super farmed. They put a sentry down. They do see Kaka. Kaka could be in some trouble here. Yep, they get the last out, and he is super dead. Bye-bye.
Walking out of this one.
Yep. Good map awareness by LFY. But that is the 5 Nyx, so not so massive of a kill.
Yeah, where's Super going next with his build, do you think? He's got a lot of money in the bank, 2.5k.
It's got to be the Maelstrom, right? Maybe he goes for the blink still to get the cast, but I think it's still got to be the Maelstrom.
Ooh, they're heading to Roche, but it gets rocketed at the same time.
Gonna be Illuminate starting to get thrown in.
This is very risky for LFY. I don't know if they can take this.
Yeah, Blinding Light and Illuminate really slows it down. But they get the jump.
They do that. Echo Slam straight up on OSTC. Oh no! That full stuff. Is he going to save him? No, it doesn't. He still gets taken down. Ooh, if that force from Faith had kept him alive, that would have been pretty damn hype.
But that was double BKBs expended.
Ooh, that hook shot nearly grabbing the Shaker over the other side of the map, but it doesn't clip. Now, moving forward with the Ice Blast onto KP. KP's in trouble. He's in the fire. He's in the flames. He's gone. 2 down on Newbee. Mugi turning up. Can he actually get any cleanup? They are relatively low on LFY, low on mana as well. Kaka with the stun. Spike Carapace and the mana leak onto Super. Super's still tanky though. He could try and walk this one out. Kaka's looking for the stun. We'll find the connection. They actually have the damage, though, to bring him down. Slowly but surely, with Mugi coming back in, they should. Fisher will hold him back for a little bit of time. It's not enough to save the DK, though. He's gone. Oh, Mugi.
Look at Mugi go.
Was that being sneaky again? I don't know. But either way, I
don't think so that time.
Was that was a legit Phantom Rush, was it?
Well, it looked a bit far, actually.
It's quite far.
No, it did look a bit far.
I mean, I guess the thing is, you know, if he's doing it or not, it's like, without it, Newbee would definitely be where they are this game.
Yeah.
This is,
so
you can't really blame it.
So yeah, he does go for the blink. I was thinking, I was like, maybe he does want that instant catch still, because it's really only depending on Afu right now, because they know that eventually Newbee's going to be picking up a gem, which I think they just did, but they've also been doing a really good job of keeping sentries down, because it's not just the DK, it's also the Mirana ult that they have to be worrying about. So having several amounts of reveal is important. And now, yeah, he's got the instant disable. So not only Afu has to worry about getting those perfect echo slams, as we've seen as Triple C's pretty on the fingers. Slight little hiccup though on the net worth and experience, but still continuing to go Newbee's favor. Oh, and I mean, sorry, I guess we didn't really talk about the Phantom Rush trick entirely, so we'll just explain that one really quick. It's when you get the Phantom Rush, as soon as you start their charge off, you shift Q your Quelling Blade or a Tango on a tree, and it continues it for the full 5 seconds all the way to the tree that you target. Sorry, I thought we had actually explained it. I mean, people have just jumped in too, but there you go.
Well, does it have to be to the tree? I thought you do it and then it just like makes it so because you've not reached your target, you have the buff and you can run anywhere.
To the tree or to the Tango, yeah. I was watching Ice do it yesterday. Yeah. But I don't know the whole entire, I don't know every trick with it. That's just what I watched Ice abusing yesterday and also in the game that we saw yesterday versus Newbee, actually.
Well, it's not abuse if it's in the game.
Sorry, guys. I guess we should have explained it at the start.
I thought TwitchCat knew everything. Come on, guys. You should know this.
Smoke coming up.
Step it up.
It is daytime. But they've got that blink, and they've got themselves a gem as well on Super to go for that catch. They see Kaka.
Here we go, Kaka, though.
He actually Super gets fogged for a second. He's unable to get the catch, and that's Elder Dragon form expended.
He really wants to use it. He wants to get something done with it. He's looking to chase KP.
That's very far now.
Yeah, he's got to hold it back. He's got to just accept the loss and say, well, he's not going to be able to use Elder Dragon form for too much this time, as they do have to back away. Very good disengage from Newbee. Well, I say Kaka actually turn around with this. Just get the stun onto DDC. DDC, goodbye.
Yeah.
In fact, can Newbee get more? Looks like they're too far away. Super. Shadow blading out. will escape. But that is an AA down. Not having to worry about the ice blast.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. You can actually move with it. Mugi's actually using it non-stop. Yeah, I just saw him do it again.
Yeah, because I think when
you can start moving with it. You're right.
It's literally, so when you right-click on something, when you legitimately get it, then you just try and quelling blade something, and and then you just keep the buff.
Yeah, I just saw him do it that time again. He's really using it a lot, though, to traverse the landscape.
Nothing wrong here, OS ROG. It's always interesting when these sort of things are found out. It's like, how long has it been in the game? You know, how long have, if you go back and watch other PL performances, you know, there has been a surprising rise in PL picks. Yep. Is it because within
Super blinks, gets disabled though.
Oh, hello, that's a dead DK, isn't it? It's got a BKB, but he's taken a lot of per punch.
Kaka eats the arrow.
He does get the carapace over to KP, follows through, straight in onto the Mirana. Super sneaks away with the celebrate. Arfu in the pit, right slam, takes down the Nyx Assassin, but now Arfu pays with his life. Arfu's gone. Monet moving forward with Inflame, who gets the lasso off onto the Keeper of the Light. That's 2 dead on Newbee, but overall Mugi and SCCC still alive. They can clear out the majority of the side. They take the 2 kills. They will get Roshan. He just is picked up by SCCC. They do find the arrow, but they have to disengage and get out of there. Jump forward. Trying to chase. Mugi's stuck in the trees.
They might be able to get Monet here. He's actually... SCCC. Oh. Going in, he's got Radiance. The damage coming out, though. The arrow off the mark. SCCC, he's got another slight.
He wants to do it. Oh, SCCC, don't get too greedy. He has got that Aegis.
Mugi's here, though, to play as well with an Arcane Rune.
Yeah, straight in he goes. SCCC jumping his way out, comes back in with the chains, and bam! That's going to be a bit of damage for the Ice Blast, not enough to bring down KP. Overall, though, they've lost Super again on the DK. Mugi forcing Inflame back up to the base. They'll jump forward, looking for Mugi, doppelganger. Inflame trying to come in. They've got the Fisher. Can they actually finish this one off? Mugi still very, very tanky, though, with that heart.
Afu just wants his gem. He gets the gem. Mugi, though, not committing on him.
Oh, is he going to rescue the gem? He's going to get it.
He rescued
the gem. Arfu. Very nice. Little gem recovery, but overall still 11k gold lead for Newbee. Continues to build up. KP now with the full pipe.
They've got such a big lead. 11k and almost 15k. 11k gold lead for Newbee and almost 15k experience. Now Monet in some trouble. I'm just watching Mugi. He's using it so much. That was normal.
That was normal. Yeah. That was normal. I'm going to watch this one. Come on, let's see.
He's been doing it a lot.
I'm going to catch him out doing it again. We're going to have video evidence, Mugi. We're going to tell your parents. I'm going to make a Reddit.
This is a grand finals, dude. You use what you can.
I mean, yeah, it's and as we we sort of mentioned, but is it really that game breaking? I feel like this is a game where
they're winning.
It's not like they're winning because of that at all. This is Newbee winning because they are Newbee and they're playing against LFY, and for some reason LFY seems to struggle very much against Newbee.
Yeah. Scan comes out, does catch LFY. They've got the BKBs ready. Off cooldown at the moment. Afu awaiting. It is nighttime too. And like we said, they did recover their gem, thankfully. They had lost it in that last engagement. PL and Ember Spirit approaching that level 25 factor where they increase in critical mass by quite a lot.
Oh, Inflame. He's looking for some action, but the Spike Carapace catches him out. Oh, that hook shot. Somehow misses, actually. As he does get himself back down off the cliff.
Super committed Dragon Form again.
Oh, and
so
that Fisher sort of held him back a little bit. He really wants to try and jump in onto someone, but here we go. They're going in immediately onto Inflame on the left. Super will jump forward, does manage to find the Nyx Assassin. BKB's out as well. Mugi now turns his attention towards Super. Now that his BKB's worn off on the Dragon Knight, he's rooted up as well by SCCC. Alfie trying to throw a Fisher out to help out his Dragon, but that's Super falling though, should drop here as he gets surrounded by the PL Illusions, rooted up once again by SCCC. KP chasing down DDC, clamps him down with the spanner. That is going to be 2 dead again for LFY. Newbee consistently coming out on top of each of these fights. 14k gold lead maintained.
Oh man, it is looking tough now for them. They've got the Mjolnir now finished up for the Mirana, but they are spamming their BKBs on the side of LFY. Take a look at the DKs. Let's look at the Miranas as well. Both 5 seconds, and that is going to make these fights so hard when this PL and this Ember are so elusive in these fights. And with the 4 staffs coming out as well, we talk about it so much, how good China is with their forces. They have 2 of them built up and they've been executing them very nicely to save their buddies. Inflame spotted out by the rocket, but Newbee, content with what has been going on, they're going to back up and chill for a moment until daytime hits again.
KP is working on the axe, but
Inflame really needs a BKB. He's been trying to build it for quite a while on the Batrider, but every time he goes in, this is the it's the kryptonite. You're playing versus Nyx Assassin. It's super difficult to play, to do anything versus him. You're always gonna get Carapace. You're almost always gonna get locked down. And versus Ember too. Like as soon as you blink in, he just clicks chains and you're rooted in place. KP out.
I mean, yeah, they've been Flame. He takes the ward and blinks forward. KP is sort of very aware that he's there. I mean, Flame will be fine.
They were pinging on the creeps. It looks like Kaka and KP were both like, bots in on the creep, we'll catch him. And I think he'd already expended it on SCC. Yeah, it's on cooldown. But now he has a full Octarine.
That's a rich Ember.
And he has an Arcane Rune.
Yep.
Oh boy, and about to 25
for days.
For that cooldown reduction once he hits 25 as well. Oh boy. This could be a very painful upcoming team fight. They're going to be able to kite the hell out of LFY.
Oh, Fisher comes out. Super pops the Dragon Form, wants to fight, jumps in, looking for the Nyx Assassin, but he's forced away. Glimmer Cape, Kaka's going to survive. Now jump in from Inflame, finds the lasso. Do they have the damage? Arrow does follow through. They've got the Ice Blast. Monet jumping in as well. Allows them to take down KP. KP gone for 70. But look at this. SCCC playing very aggressive with the chains, forcing LFY back. LFY do get a kill though this time, and they don't lose anything themselves. They do commit so much for it again. I guess at this point with the BKBs as low as they are, it doesn't really matter the usage of the BKBs, but it is the Elder Dragon form used, and that is a timing that KP will be very happy to try and fight around if they can. But certainly every little pick-off like that LFY can get means a lot. Slows down the momentum of Newbee just a little bit. They need many more of those defenses.
Apo's really struggling to find the Echo Slam positionings in this. It's just such chaotic team fights. There's Coddle Blaster flying in. There's so many illusions. Like we said, the Ember and the PL are so elusive. It's just looking really tough for him. He's even building a BKB on the Shaker himself.
Yeah, they absolutely need those.
And now it's daytime again. And we do see Newbee place those two off of the map kind of wards because they know that there's a gem on the side still of LFY. They don't want their vision to get countered at all. Smoke coming out. They can always recall, and I'm pretty sure both the PL and the Ember Spirit have bots anyway, so they can join the fights at every single moment. And there's almost a butterfly finished up on PL, which will help a lot versus the slight damage that LFY does have.
The stun into Super, and that sets up for KP's hookshot coming in, dropping the cogs to try and split LFY up. Ice Blast flying through, doesn't connect onto anybody. LFY back off. Get back up to the high ground. SDCC playing very aggressive though. Jumps in again with the chain. Does get caught out by Lasso. Starting to drag him back in Flame. Can he set up for something big? No, SDCC still has the remnant. Gets out. Super forced to pop the BKB. KP is fissured. Arrow off the mark.
No surprising to not see Afu just full commit there. I thought he was just going to blink Echo and just go all in on that guy, but he just stands on the side and waiting a little bit, just waiting for a bigger opportunity. I think that he's looking and he's like, we need a bigger than just a one-man Echo in these fights.
I mean, STCC with this Octarine is so dirty. You can just constantly spam out the chains, keeping LFY back. Teasing them, making them pop BKBs unnecessarily. In KP, he just goes straight into the base, looking for Afu, making sure that this Shaker can't do anything for these fights. He's trying to get away. The illusion's beating down upon him. Can he actually escape these illusions? Afu falling low. No, the Spirit Lance comes through. That's Afu down. Does have buyback. He's stepped for 50 seconds. Chains again, bringing Monet very, very low. Super gets the stun off onto SDCC, but he's been Glimmer Caped up. SDCC is going to be more than fine. There's a different story there for Super as Mugi closes in onto the Dragon Knight, takes down Super for 80 seconds. The chain stun's coming out onto Monet. He's gone as well. Buybacks now come through. Afu and Monet back in the fight. Kaka left behind will be the first casualty of Newbee. The rest of the team back away. They're more than happy with what they've got out of them there. 2 buybacks from LFY, taking the tier 3 tower as well. Slowly but surely closing the game out. 23k net worth lead for the side of Newbee. And they're not done yet. They're ready to go back in again. DDC coming too far forward. Gets forced back once, but KP's there with a cutoff. Comes in with a hook shot. That's going to be him out. Monet jumps for it. Oh, it is, but the damage is just is minimal there with the amount of magic resistance these guys have. It hit a fair few of them, but it only just tickled them.
Yeah, they've got pipe on the... It wasn't, you know, not the activatable, but the 10% increased magic resistance from the pipe on everybody. And Alpha did not have Fissure to follow up because he used it initially. And now he's getting gone on by a triple stage.
He's just playing around with him on the back lines here. Alpha, can he get away? Ooh, he managed to save him. All the Spirit Loss. Oh, it's close, but Alpha will survive. Lives to see another day. Newbee after taking the racks. They'll just get out of there. Oh, and it's the Dagon time for SDCC. That's how confident he feels. Time to pick up that Dagon.
He's going for the Dagon 5 build. I mean, he's got the low cooldown reduction, and he knows that their BKBs are getting low. Like, these supports, he can just go in. If he just gets a root, if he just slight chains the AA and Dagons him, he's dead.
Oh, he's gone.
In every single one of these situations.
What's he got? A level 2 Dagon?
Yep.
Level 2 Dagon.
Even Earthshaker can die super easily to that, and with the BKBs ticking down more and more on the side of the Mirana and the Dragon Knight, even Mirana's pretty susceptible. Only 1,890 HP.
Dagon Ember coming to a pub near you soon. SCCC made it cool.
I think they're feeling pretty secured in this game too.
Definitely, yeah. This kind of lead, we've seen it time and time again happen today. And in none of those instances has it been turned around at this point. This is just almost over. Newbee steps away from qualifying for the DreamLeague, ROG DreamLeague Major. One step up from LFY could mean the end of their run here.
It's nighttime for 3 more minutes, but Newbee does not seem to care. They don't seem to need it at all anymore either.
Looking for the cut-off. Oh, they jump in. Super pots the BKB. Looks for Kaka. Heals is off, though. Buys some time. KP hookshots in with the blade mail. Cogs to block him off.
Super's isolated.
Absolutely. He's out of mana. Getting chain stunned up as well. KP being forced down to the low ground. He's going to be fine. Monet not going to get away. Sleight of Fist finishes him off. And GG is called. Ladies and gentlemen, Newbee will be the Chinese qualifiers for the ROG DreamLeague Major. They've got their spot secured. And once again, LFY left shaking their heads and wondering, how do they beat this team? They just can't do it.
I don't know. Newbee playing incredibly well. Yeah. Just this time, Faith with the getting super early Aghanim's on the Coddle. They got so much map control, being able to split push the lanes constantly, and LFY. They got the BKBs. You know, they eventually got at least like the Mjolnir on the Mirana, but those BKBs started ticking down so fast, and the kite ability from Newbee's draft is just super powerful, and LFY just seemed to never really be able to get that pushing power going because of this Coddle and because of the double bots. They always have the lane shoved in their favor.
Absolutely. Well, there we have it. We have come to the end of our Chinese weekend, and Newbee proving to be the stronger team. We came into this today sort of thinking LFY, they looked up. I guess we sort of forgot that just Newbee, LFY, there's something about this matchup that Newbee seemed to always come out on top. And with that, we'll be able to bring back the panel, I believe. We have our victors.
Hello.
Newbee, the success of today.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't have to qualify for any other minor or major, for that matter.
This is the one that
this is the first one.
Wow.
And they do it, just like that. Done.
Yeah, in pretty solid fashion, too. 12-0-13 PL. How do you feel about that, Slacks?
You know, if anybody could do it, it would be Newbee, the best team in the world. So the streak is broken. Good to see a PL do some work.
He says this with pain in his heart.
I can see it in his eyes.
Best team in the world?
Hey, thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Second best team in the world.
No. They actually did win.
Oh, yeah?
TI, but they had to change it.
Why?
In case you guys were wondering why TI was water-themed and there were no water heroes, it's because Newbee actually did win TI. And then Valve went back and had Liquid win so that the water theme made sense. So, yeah. Best team in the world. Even wins with
you know that Will said that Mind Control is a fan of the show and he watches, right?
He's a big fan.
Now, sorry, the truth's out there, bro. Tweet about it. Let the world know. I'm trying to uncover. I'm Fox Mulder, bro. Conspiracies out there.
Right. It's so sad for LFY though. This is like they've played in finals before and they just never qualified. Luckily for them, they got invited to the Perfect World Masters. That's the only tournaments so far that they're participating in this season. It's very sad.
That's rough.
Don't laugh at that.
Your face is luckily for them. Yeah. Very sad. Very depressing story. All right. Anyway.
There's something on the floor. Don't throw the pillow down when you pick something else up. The whole point of...
Oh, our producer said to clean up the floor. I thought she just wanted me to pick up the pad because she left me a cool message.
So I heard that at the end of the broadcast, I get to like take one of these two home.
You gotta take that up with...
Listen, sucker, we've been trying to get Aces
I want that
products
one.
for 3 years.
Can the camera show the Zen book, please?
Show me the Zen book.
That is like...
Never gonna have my hands on that.
Okay,
3 years, Aces.
Oh, shit.
Don't take it, Shiver.
Thank you. I put it in my back pocket.
This is not the last day of production.
This is not.
They will know that it's missing.
So like tomorrow,
Wait.
when it's my actual last day, and I
swap.
just steal a bunch of stuff.
I mean, that used to be my jam. Every time I went to an event, I'd take something.
You just take something.
I'd just jack something. I'd ask, but I'd ask like at the after party when everyone was really drunk and be like, "Hey, man, sick keyboard," and then I just grab it. So
Shit. I don't know
unfortunately
the
for us, the DreamLeague
There's
guys.
no password.
Even better.
We got him.
Even better.
Mine. Aces Zen book. But this is a really cool thing, though.
Can I see it? This is like
No.
we're actually trying to give you guys like organic. This is not planned.
This is not a segment where they're telling us how to describe the Asus Zen book. With
It's really
a
tiny, isn't it?
fantastic
Damn,
processor.
this thing is tiny.
Wow, what a tiny compact machine that is. Truly innovative. Can you look at that resolution?
Is that a USB-C one?
Oh my God, dual
I have really small hands, so
USB-C?
this is like perfect. Like
Wow.
keyboard-wise.
Look at the air. There, it doesn't make a sound, and the battery life on that is unbelievable.
All
It's been
right.
going
We can
on
take a
all
look at
day.
the replay in the meantime as well.
Through this?
No, not through that. We actually have a drawing board right there.
That's right.
Oh,
I wrote a message. Rip, buddies. Rip-a-rooney.
Oh no, your hard work.
See ya! Just like my dreams, you bastards.
all right.
All right.
This is a Roche fight, and I believe Will, at this point you already said like if LFY loses this Roche, it's just
Boom!
over.
Got a nice arrow on the next assassin, but unfortunately he pops that spike
I
turret.
recall I also told you that this Roche
Making
fight was absolutely
sure.
unwinnable.
Yeah, you did as well. Yes.
Look at that 3-man
They do
echo.
kill that. That was just, you know, they got so much work for next assassin. Pause, please. This is how it ends. This is a big echo used. Look at the health. The 4 remaining people are fairly healthy, doing great. And then you got the people that try to take the Roche from Newbee, and they are already so low. Luckily, they haven't lost anybody yet, but it's just the support that they got, and they are already on the road. This is their core. This is the super DK that everybody's been hyping up the whole time.
Yep.
He's not able to do it.
I'm going to be super
Complete
real
team
with
playing,
you.
please, please.
Afu was a god. 3-man echo. And look at the rest of the team, though. What are they doing? They're jerking around with the rest of the team. Why ain't you helping out Yafu? This guy's walking in the Roche pit, getting insta-killed by the entirety of the team. Finishing up that Roshan. Clockwork doing a great job zoning people up, but they land that arrow. Looking great. Super has hardly any HP, and so, oh.
That was it.
All right, let me give you my for real review of this game.
All right.
And let me know if I'm wrong here.
You're wrong. What's it?
Damn. Maybe I won't share.
No, please do share.
All right.
You're lowering your self-esteem.
I feel like Super was playing that game perfect. He was jumping in, he was getting in, and the rest of the team was just behind him, letting him die over and over again. Where were the forceps? Where were the saves, you know? Super really played his heart out that game. So did Afu. The rest of the team's just dragging feet, dude. That's how I felt.
I feel like it's more complicated than that. I feel like this is something that normally Will would say as well.
What's up?
It's more complicated than that.
It is. Because
It is.
if you distill Dota into that, then like it kind of goes back to the core concept of like how they initiate and stuff like that. The benefit of having a hero like PL and Ember is that the longer the fight goes, the easier the game becomes for your team. And the problem with like heroes like Mirana and Batrider is they're instant jumps. For example, like with Mirana, you get this like one-shot lead.
Yeah.
And if you mess up on it, or you get caught, like you die in
done.
like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But with heroes like PL and Ember, you need like consistent knockout spells. And I mean, I thought they were able to. They had this like Earthshaker, but there was like one play that I remember that stood out was when he got away from the Echo at bottom.
Yeah.
Like, what are you supposed to do against that? Like,
That's that's the moment where you have to kill him.
yeah, it's like if you don't kill him right there, then you lose so much space on the map. You don't have Echo for 2 minutes. Then they just continue to own the map. Like it's rough. Like, what are you supposed to do in that position? And you can't even blame anybody really. Like, Afu made a good jump there. It was very decisive.
Yeah.
It should have, for, I would say, like, all but, like, maybe 5 players in the world, that leads to a kill. But, it's, okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's like, if I'm Afu, I'm just like, I guess they're a better team than us. Like, these guys are just better than at Dota. Like, what are you supposed to do about that?
And that's basically how we end. Newbee is the better team. That's what the bracket shows as well, by the way. As we have the winner. So that means that DreamLeague Winter 2017, where the DreamLeague Major will take place, we'll have Newbee.
Second best team in the world. Well, according to Jay.
The best Chinese team in the world.
Best, well.
China!
That's true.
Yeah, but it's like, it's kind of a weird way to say it, right? Best Chinese team in the world.
You're
Like, you could just say best Chinese team. It would be the exact same thing.
But it's also in the world. It sounds way better.
It's not wrong. It's just like a really odd way to...
You're not wrong. You're just being a dick.
Well, we're going to find out if they're the best team in the world at, at DreamLeague Winter. But that will take a while. And we still need some other teams to, rally up around Newbee, even though we already have... was it Infamous, that one? The Southeast Asia qualifiers?
Yeah, well... Yes. It was.
It was? Cool.
China.
Yes, it was Infamous. Yeah, they beat... Oh, wow. They beat DCSA so hard they disbanded.
Yeah, that's a good spanking right there. Yeah. And you get beat so hard, the team breaks up even though you've been invited to events.
Yeah.
That's an honor spanking. That's good
Indeed.
stuff.
But this was it for China. This was our China weekend.
China.
Now, we're going back to Europe and CIS tomorrow. Not today, tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes. Are you guys excited?
Wow.
Actually, I say Europe and CIS. We're only going to CIS tomorrow.
Okay.
We're having a double header for Vega Squadron. They'll go up against Empire and Virtus Pro.
Whoa.
We'll find out who's the top dog.
So that's it for the China spam? We don't get to do it anymore?
No, that's it.
Can we have a China rap?
Can we have some
before
Chinese?
It's over?
Chinas?
China.
Thank you. 1800.
Here we go.
China.
Bring it home. Here we go.
China.
We can just stay like
Go.
this for a little bit.
Go.
China.
Newbee. Coming out strong,
China.
taking down LGD and FLY.
China.
Cause they don't care about FY. Cause they
China.
are so fly.
China.
Newbee. China. VG.
China.
1800 tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
CIS.
China.
See you then.
Build that wall. Cause they don't
China.
stall Newbee.
China.
China.
China. China. China.